The connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the running back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. These two will try to live up to last year's game as SC won a thriller.
When these teams play late in the year, oftentimes they're beat up, physically worn down. This is a game that you've got to rise above all that. Mentally, you just have to be playing at a different level. Everyone's got to do just a little bit more. And last year, David, it was USC that just made a few extra plays to pull out the win against the English.
And I like what you mentioned late in the year because that also means there's so much on the line. Like a lot of times, playoff implications, not just bragging rights for the Jewel Shillelagh. This is also a game that means a lot for the college football playoffs.
Across the 45. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets it out fast. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
It's first down from the 11. To the ground. He's got it again. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's DeMarco. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Trojans! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you get hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
They try to pop a run on the draw. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Got the quick completion. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. Dropping back, it's DeMarco. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Fires deep toward the end zone. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot. And obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans. And you're right, we could go on and on and on. And it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry class. Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there. And his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Slips away. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game. And we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional fight for the Jeweled Shillelagh. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky.
All right, let's go return, guys. Job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. You're not making a miss. You've got to have two hands on the ball.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. He'll take it himself. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Vargas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Back to throw. It's DeMarco. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistent.
2nd down coming up. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Trojans! And the route is on. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, and everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The offense set for a 1st down play. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The RPO, it's complete. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Southern Cal. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On second down, wants to throw it. Fires to the right. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires on the move. Got his man to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Second and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football.
Looking deep down the right side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team. And now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The Irish send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Dropping back, it's DeMarco. Unloads to the wideout. And he intercepts it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Finds his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. They're going for it all. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room. That
deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. And the quarterback takes a knee. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.